Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning into another Supatease video. We got another 10.1.7 class change update. And yeah, you might be looking at your screen and going, really? Is that it? Now in 10.1.5, we saw a lot of groundbreaking new experiences in the game, a paladin rework, augmentation evoker, a completely new specialization being brought into the game, and it has caused quite a lot of turmoil in the game, whether it be PvE or PvP, and with the conclusion now of the Arena World Championship and the great push that is now coming up this weekend, I think a lot of people, at least myself, I don't know if it was you, let me know in the comments down below, were expecting some pretty significant changes or volume of changes to come through to try and deal with the disparity of class representation, whether it be the God comp in Mythic Plus or potentially something even as Holy Paladins representation in PvP. But all we're currently getting is a 6% nerf to Resto Druid, which some creators have pointed out on Twitter is a bigger nerf than Guardian Druid received, although it has almost a 100% representation rate in competitive Mythic Plus. In PvP, at least, you'll only look forward to a 4% nerf to Restoration Druid healing. Now, to be fair with these changes, Resto Druid is receiving a new talent that is likely going to be incredibly powerful, and this talent is the Grove Guardians. And if you don't know what this ability is, this used to exist in the game in Warlords of Draenor, except this is a super hyped up, amped up version of this spell. What it will do is summon a Trent, which will immediately cast Swiftmend on its current target for 26,000 healing. Then the Trent will cast Nourish on that target or nearby allies, healing for 7,800. Now you can also talent so that it will apply Wild Growth to the talent, which I'm expecting a lot of players will, because it's going to increase your mastery healing and provide an additional hot, which is what I want to talk about here. So if we apply our double rejuvenation, our life bloom, our regrowth, our wild growth, our adaptive swarm, right? We got a lot of hots. We can then force of nature and get 3 additional wild growths. So that is a lot of bonus single target healing to a target that is going to be an insane amount of output. So it's likely that these nerfs are a preemptive measure to try and dial in Resto Druid before it comes out, because it's likely going to be really powerful with this component. I do really like this talent. I think that it's great to give healers tools to play around crowd control or anticipate heavy amounts of damage, so you can preemptively activate your Grove Guardians to protect your allies before you get crowd controlled, or to help you immediately recover in a situation that might be really difficult to heal. And because they heal on their own, it will enable you more opportunities to do other things, whether it be crowd control or do damage, which is why a lot of other healers are more fun, in my opinion, than Resto Druid at the moment. So I think the rework and this new talent is a great addition. I think the changes are in line with this, but I would say that it's still, not really meeting expectations, at least as far as changes have gone in the past, and mostly just because of the representation that's currently being made in any competitive format of the game right now. I was expecting a bit more significant rebalancing. Now, maybe it is their intention to do this after the Great Push, given that it is the biggest competition in, most recent big competition, and they want to make sure that competitive integrity and not make those changes. So perhaps that is a reason why this is all that we are seeing, and it is my hope that that is the main reason that this is all we are seeing, and then after the Great Push that we will see a great push of changes and significant ones to address the overrepresentation, because this is a great way to nip potential overrepresentation of Resto Druid in the future. But we got the current game and Paladins up there, and 30% representation land in PvP and almost 100% in Mythic Plus, and players struggling to find groups and join groups because people only want to invite what they consider to be the best option. And when it's this blatantly powerful, it's tough to even have somewhat of a debate as to whether or not to invite another specialization over one of those choices. So it was just a bit surprising. Additionally, there's going to be a ping system brought into 10.1.7. Hopefully this means that you're going to be able to help your allies figure out when they need to stand in earthen wall totems and when they need to stand in barriers, or to figure out when you want to change targets. And I'm interested to see how this plays out, because it could help a lot of those issues in brackets like Solo Shuffle or non-comms Mythic Plus and that type of deal, to be able to communicate things effectively while you're in a battle. So I'm looking forward to patch 10.1.7. I think it's got a lot of great additions to it. I just really want to see something for the current game, right? Some changes to MMR for PvP, more class balance changing definitely for Mythic Plus, but also PvP to get the game to even more of a rock solid position and to intrigue players to either come back and return or to continue playing at this current time. So while this does come as a surprise, I think, to a lot of players, given the current balancing of the game, maybe it will make more sense after the great push and they can push more changes. Other than that, thank you very much for tuning into the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update and this quick little dive into Resto Druid and our cool little tree buddies that we're going to get, which are pretty awesome. I'm actually having a lot of fun just pressing this on the PTR. Definitely recommend you check it out if you're a Resto Druid and you haven't played the PTR yet. These guys are going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get our tree homies back. Maybe this means in the future they'll bring back the boomy ones too that rooted targets and shot wraths at people. I don't know, but these guys are pretty chill. So thank you for hanging out with me and my tree homies. If you like this video and want to stay up to date with changes related to World of Warcraft and news related to it, then smash that subscribe button. And other than that, thank you, and I will see you in the next video.